Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your midday news fix for Thursday, the 22nd of May. A business leader believes today's budget will deliver real economic growth. Finance Minister Nicola Willis will unveil her no BS budget at 2 p.m. and has promised it'll have no frills or excess. The government's been slowly teasing future spending in recent weeks, saying it's balancing the books through cuts and reprioritising spending. Business NZ CEO Catherine Rich says this government understands the role it needs to play in business recovery.
I haven't seen a government in my lifetime that so methodically looked through every single facet of business and asked the question, what can we do to make things easier?
Israel's Prime Minister isn't letting up on his goal of controlling the entire Gaza Strip as his offensive ramps up. Benjamin Netanyahu has delivered this year's first press conference, claiming only 20 Israeli hostages remain alive and Hamas leader Mohammed Sinwar is likely dead. Despite mounting international pressure, Netanyahu is still talking tough, as translated by the BBC.
Our work isn't over yet. We have a very organized plan. Those who attacked us so cruelly now understand the scope of the devastation that they brought upon themselves.
The UN says trucks have finally been let into Gaza by Israel, but still can't distribute aid. Good news for New Zealand dairy, with strong demand producing a bumper season. An impressive performance in the primary sectors produced a $1 billion trade surplus for the first time in 5 years. Fonterra Global Ingredients President Richard Allen says the company's producing all the cheese and butter it can this year. He says they've been getting good prices in all areas.
We saw China really come back into the market, and that obviously has increased a lot of our powder portfolios.
Youthline's confronting a vast spectrum of mental distress on an unprecedented level. Demand for its services is at a 50-year high, and the service is frequently having to engage emergency services, crisis support or oranga tamariki to intervene. Chief Executive Shay Ronald says a lot of young people are experiencing suicidal ideation, self-harm, bullying and family issues. She calls for sustained investment in services that are visible, youth-friendly and equipped to respond.
We know we are in a youth mental health crisis. We've seen rising rates of youth mental distress in New Zealand and internationally.
Auckland Council has paved the way for tighter alcohol rules countrywide. It introduced its local alcohol policy last year, reducing hours and freezing new off-licences. Alcohol Health Watch Director Andrew Galloway says it's been much easier in the wake of a legal battle between Auckland Council and the industry.
That was a bit of an own goal because they got a really hard decision back from the Supreme Court, which enshrined the ability of local councils to be able to do these local alcohol policies.
To sport, New Zealand Rugby's incumbent Player of the Year, Georgia Miller, will debut at open side flanker for the Black Ferns 15s against the United States at Albany on Saturday. Meanwhile, Crusaders captain David Havili has re-signed with the governing body for a further 2 years. Tottenham Hotspur have secured football's second-tier Europa League over Manchester United in Bilbao, guaranteeing entry into next season's Champions League. And Novak Djokovic has won his first match in 3 attempts on clay this season at the Geneva Open. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.